In a world where visionaries dare to dream, the core traits of successful founders are forged. Determination that defies the odds, resilience that dances with chaos, innovation that ignites under pressure, and passion that turns purpose into reality.
What if resilience isn't about toughness, but tenderness? Not gritting your teeth through pain, but having the courage to feel the sting, name it, and choose your next step anyway. Great founders don't avoid failure. They build recovery rituals, so they return sharper, not scarred. They reframe setbacks as data, not destiny. When a key customer churns, they don't spiral into "we're doomed." They ask, what did this teach us about our weakest assumption? One founder lost a $250,000 pilot, then used the postmortem to redesign onboarding, cutting future churn by 63%. The loss became leverage. They protect emotional bandwidth like code. Scheduled shutdowns. No emails after 7 p.m. Weekly reset walks without headphones. They know resilience isn't infinite. It's renewable and must be recharged intentionally. Crucially, they build support scaffolds, not just networks. Not who can I call, but who will tell me the truth I don't want to hear and still believe in me. This isn't stoicism. It's strategic vulnerability, where healing and momentum share the same path. Because the strongest founders aren't unbreakable. They're expert at putting themselves back together and building something better in the cracks.
What if the most powerful tool in a founder's kit isn't a roadmap, but a question mark? Great founders don't just solve problems. They fall in love with the mystery behind them. Curiosity isn't childlike wonder. It's a daily practice. The deliberate choice to stay uncomfortable, to seek disconfirmation, and to listen deeper than the noise. They ask, what's the real job here? Not just, what do users want? Airbnb didn't start by building a better hotel. They asked, why do people really travel? And what makes them feel at home? That question led them past listings to trust, belonging, and shared experience. They protect curiosity time, sacred, non-negotiable space to explore without agenda. One founder blocks Friday afternoons for outsider hours, reading poetry, talking to a farmer, visiting a museum. Not for inspiration, for pattern breaking. The best ideas often arrive sideways. Crucially, they reward productive ignorance. In team meetings, the highest praise isn't great insight. That's a question we haven't asked yet. They know, certainty kills innovation. Questions keep it alive. And they practice curiosity with empathy. Not just, how does this work? But what does this cost them, emotionally, physically, financially? Stripe's early obsession wasn't payments. It was the shame developers felt wrestling with legacy systems. That empathy shaped their entire API. This isn't about collecting facts. It's about staying open, long after others have settled on an answer. If you're building something that matters, hit subscribe, like, and share this video. Tap the bell icon for our latest on innovation, AI, and founder traits, where we spotlight not just what to build, but how to stay awake to what's possible. Because innovation doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from wondering deeper and having the courage to follow the question wherever it leads. What if the rarest superpower in founding isn't speed, but staying power? In a world of virality and exits, the most impactful founders don't chase trends. They plant trees whose shade they'll never sit under and protect that vision through hype cycles, downturns, and doubt. They practice selective obsession, not working more, but caring deeper about one core truth. Basecamp didn't pivot every 18 months. They deepened their conviction. Great software comes from calm, focused teams, not chaos. That commitment became their moat and their magnet. They filter opportunities through a decade lens. Will this matter in 10 years? Will it compound or just distract? When cloud AI boomed, one climate tech founder turned down $50 million in unrelated funding to stay focused on soil carbon. Knowing real impact needs patience, not just capital. Crucially, they build commitment infrastructure, contracts with themselves, public roadmaps, annual letters to users, rituals like why we started Reddit team retreats. These aren't nostalgia. They're rudders, keeping the ship steady when storms hit. And they know long-term doesn't mean rigid. It means rooted. Amazon's day one philosophy isn't about clinging to the past. It's about preserving the mindset that got them there. Customer obsession, willingness to fail, long-term thinking. This isn't stubbornness. It's strategic patience, where today's restraint becomes tomorrow's irreplaceable advantage. If you're building something meant to last, hit subscribe, like, and share this video. Tap the bell icon for our latest on innovation, AI, and founder traits, where we spotlight not just what's hot, but what's enduring. Because the future belongs not to the fastest movers, but to those who keep showing up long after the crowd has moved on. What if the most dangerous word in founding isn't no, but pivot? Too many founders confuse adaptability with reactivity, chasing every signal and losing their core in the noise. Great founders don't just bend. They bend with intention, holding their why steady while reshaping the how. This deliberate approach ensures their core mission remains intact. They distinguish clearly between their core purpose and the ever-changing context around them. This clarity allows for strategic adaptation. Consider Netflix. Their unwavering mission was to entertain the world. This core never changed, but their methods evolved dramatically. They shifted from DVDs to streaming, then to original content, and now gaming. Each move was a response to changing context, not a betrayal of their mission. The compass of their why stayed fixed, guiding their direction, while the map of their how continuously evolved to navigate new landscapes. Great founders also run structured experiments, rather than taking blind leaps of faith. They seek data-driven validation for their ideas. Instead of an impulsive, let's go all in on AI, they ask, what's the smallest test that proves this unlocks our core promise? One edtech founder manually simulated an AI tutor for 2 weeks. If retention jumped 15%, they'd build it. It did, and they shipped. Crucially, they build feedback loops that effectively filter out noise. Not every user complaint is a true signal for change. They track behavioral divergence. Are power users doing something unexpected? Are churn reasons clustering around one unmet need? That's where adaptation truly begins. Not in panic, but in recognizing clear, actionable patterns within the data. And they know, adaptability requires ending things well. This means gracefully sunsetting features and acknowledging contributions. Thank departing team members publicly and document learnings openly. Closure isn't failure. It's how you free energy for what's next. This isn't agility for its own sake. It's purposeful evolution, where change serves conviction, not ego or fear. If you're navigating uncertainty without losing your way, hit subscribe, like, and share this video. Tap the bell icon for our latest on innovation, AI, and founder traits, where we spotlight not just how to change, but why to hold on. Because the strongest founders aren't rigid. They're rooted and know exactly which branches to prune, so the tree keeps growing toward the light. What if productive founders don't just manage time, but actively protect their attention? In a world of infinite demands, elite builders design energy architectures that align effort with impact and rest with renewal. They treat focus as a finite resource, blocking maker hours, 90 to 120 minutes of uninterrupted deep work. They guard these periods fiercely, with no email, no Slack, and no quick calls. Some founders schedule all meetings on just 2 days, leaving the rest for creation. They use time boxing, not endless to-do lists. They ask, what's the one outcome that moves the needle today? Then they dedicate 90 minutes to it, stopping when time is up, regardless of completion. This compounds progress and stars perfectionism. Crucially, they schedule strategic rest, not as a reward, but as a requirement for sustained performance. This includes a full lunch away from screens or a hard stop at 6:30 p.m. They understand that depletion doesn't scale, but recovery does. They automate decisions, not just tasks. Default meeting length, 25 minutes. Default response for non-urgent emails, 48 hours. Fewer choices mean more willpower for what truly matters. This isn't about doing more, but doing what only you can do, and protecting the space to do it well. If you're tired of busy work masquerading as progress, hit subscribe, like, and share this video. Tap the bell icon for more insights. Because the future belongs not to the busiest founders, but to those who master the rarest resource, undivided attention.